Ice bag on head, how to use in a great way. A traditional ice bag on head style is designed to prevent loss of peripheral vision from hypothermia. This problem can easily lead to death due to asphyxiation in case the victim is submerged below freezing temperatures for very long periods. However, it's also widely known that ice bags are more effectively used than ice packs for several other purposes, such as cooling a subject while they sleep at night. Other uses for ice bags include providing supplementary warmth on the extremities during the winter. An excellent example of this is where you might place an ice bag on head style on your hands for extra warmth, or in winter, with an undershirt on a body part that receives the least amount of sunlight. Finally, the head bag on head style can help cool down a subject that isn't suffering from hypothermia. Place the bag on your head, using the back of your hand or glove as a handle, and the subject will be cooled down and, consequently, feel warmer. Of course, there are many benefits of using an ice bag on head style, but most of them revolve around the fact that you're able to prevent losing peripheral vision by using an ice bag on head style. This is a fairly simple issue that involves an ice bag on a head style that creates a barrier between the eyes and the head and face. Even though the human brain does not need to see much to function properly, it requires large amounts of heat to think and move appropriately. In cold conditions, the brain utilizes its ability to heat its brainstem and motor cortex for memory and coordination. Additionally, the brain receives large amounts of blood flow in colder weather using the same neck muscles to breathe. When the neck is stiff, and the skin is cold, you will find that you are not able to control your breathing, and therefore you will begin to hyperventilate, which is when your peripheral vision will become impaired. Using an ice bag on head style is simply providing the brain with additional heat and blood circulation. Also, this additional heat is necessary for a few other reasons as well. For one thing, the blood flow will improve the oxygenation of the brain, so the brain cells will receive better circulation. Secondly, when you use an ice bag on head style, you will also help the circulation of the blood throughout the head to prevent edema. Edema is where the blood pooling around the body is an unwanted side effect of any method of using an ice bag on head style. This additional blood in the head and the legs is uncomfortable and can cause muscle pain and weakness. Finally, the ice bag on head style effectively cooling the body down when the weather is very hot. You can find a number of cool tools in the automotive accessories area of your local hardware store, and you can quickly and easily create a head bag on a head style that will keep you warm, dry and comfortable all day long. There are many different situations in which a person may need an ice bag on their head. However, there are also several reasons why it is not always the best choice. Ice bag on head for headache. Ice will help with pain if your headache has become severe. However, your headache will return in an hour or so, making the ice bag on the head just a waste of time. An ice bag can also cause discomfort or swelling. This can be dangerous because you could fall and injure yourself. Also, an ice bag can add stress to a headache. If you are already stressed and anxious, this can only make the headache worse. Ensure that your partner knows that the ice bag is around and that you want them to keep an eye on things. Do not let them put the ice bag on the headache, as this can be dangerous. It is essential to be careful when using an ice bag. Take it off immediately after taking it off if you are going to fall. You may damage your skull if you do not do this. It is essential to take your headache seriously. If you do not take it seriously, you will not make the best decision. So, always consider carefully what actions to take. Sometimes the headache is a sign of something more serious. If you have a doctor check it out, he will tell you what this might be. It is better to be safe than sorry. Having a headache can be very frustrating. Not being able to sleep at night can be equally disappointing. However, there are ways to help you cope with the headache. Light exercise such as brisk walking or biking. This will help you relax and help you focus on something else. Try not to concentrate on what the headache is, but try to distract yourself. Another option is to try to get more rest. You can spend some time reading. It can be an excellent way to relieve your headache. However, it is important to remember that all this will not help if you do not make any changes to your life. Finally, you can go back to school or get some extra money from your friends. Having a job that pays the bills is another option. You should remember that you can only treat your headache by treating your life. The final point is that you should always remember that the headaches are there for a reason. The headache can usually be a symptom of another problem. When you do not treat the headache properly, it will continue. When you take the headache seriously, you will be much better off. Also, you will not continue to have headaches over again. You will be able to enjoy your life without having to suffer from another headache. Subscribe our channel for future videos. Visit our website holisticmeaning.com for more informative articles.